Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pierce, and welcome to Friendship Blue. It is October 10th of 2024, 3:12 in the p.m. 3:12 in the p.m. People, let me tell you something here. I took my time, and I want to walk you through this methodically. Sean P. Combs did not get out of jail today. Again, Sean Diddy Combs did not get out of jail today. Got a few people asking me, why are you, as a Christian, covering worldly issues? Hello, we can be in the world and not of it, but you know my history. I'm a journalist. I've been doing this since I was 17. And if you've been following my videos ever since Friendship Pearson, I had that site for over 3 years. One of my first videos was on Nas X in relation to DMX. I predicted the exact day that little Nas X would take over the X factor, that is, DMX would meet his demise and little Nas X would ascend. Why do I do these? These are spiritual implications. Satan has a concept of as above, so below. So I saw it. I didn't want to do the video, but 3+ years ago, and it's right there on Rumble. If you want to go to it, just type in DMX, Little Nas X, and Friendship Mike, one word, and watch it. I predicted the death date of DMX because I can tell how the powers roll. So what am I saying? Well, just like I covered the death of Whitney Houston. And I pointed out that there were Egyptian tombs on the outside of the funeral home. I do the unusual when I do this stuff. I decode it. The goal is to not only make people aware, but to show you allegedly what the devil is doing in hopes I can grip your heart and bring you to Jesus. It might be peculiar to you, but hey, this is my calling. This is what I do. This is how I see the world. And believe it or not, I've been pretty accurate when it comes down to these celebrities. And I was in the business, and I'm telling people now, especially in this day, if you're going to get involved in the entertainment industry, only do it local. Maybe if I'm in the Midwest, Iowa, Chicago, Wisconsin, Illinois, that's it. Don't go for the big stuff. Because the bigger the bait, the more possibility you're going to have to sacrifice. I'm just keeping it real. So understand, as a Christian, I am also covering newsworthy stories. How else do we reach the people unless we go to them where they are? I didn't say I was going to a P. Diddy party and staying after hours, right? I didn't say that. But as God shows me things, as my maturity shows me things, I'm going to point it out. Go back and watch a lot of my videos on P. Diddy. You're going to see things about P. Diddy from this perspective, from this channel, that you're not going to see nowhere else or rarely see somewhere else. Now, I digress. I don't have to justify anything. It's my calling. And I enjoy doing it at 66 years old. So check this out. P. Diddy went again to court today. This is one of the videos that led up to it, then we'll go from there. I got some shocking news for you guys, because I just finished the decode. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. And I hope and pray after this video, you drop all your ambitions to get into this Hollywood, whatever you're going to go into, entertainment field. Leave it alone. It ain't worth it. Check it out.
Sean Diddy Combs is expected to return to court. The music mogul is facing federal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. Combs has been in a New York City jail since last month when his request for bond was denied twice. ABC News legal contributor, trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer joins me now for more on this. Brian, what can we expect to happen in court?
So Dan and court were expecting the parties with their new attorneys to be there to make the arguments not only that Sean Combs should be released, arguing that the bail was denied inappropriately in the past, but also just a scheduling of the case. They're looking to move forward in this case by saying what evidence the defense is likely to receive, what, if any, motions should be filed in the coming days. It's basically an opportunity for both parties to kind of get the ball rolling towards an inevitable trial.
Brian, Combs also hired a new defense attorney. What more do you know about him?
Yeah, so Anthony, or Tony Rico, as many people know him, is kind of like the godfather of federal defense, both in terms of his death penalty work. I think he's
So now there's a gag order, people, but I'm gonna let the information show you what's going on. It's deep.
The judge in the sex trafficking case of Sean Diddy Combs has set a May 2025 trial date for the music mogul.
The decision came at a hearing this afternoon after attorneys for Combs filed documents earlier this week to appeal his jail stay. Combs has been behind bars since his arrest 3 weeks ago. He's been charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and fraud, and he has pleaded not guilty.
MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubens joins us now and has been following this case. So, Lisa, first off, what more did we learn from this hearing?
Well, we learned a couple of things. One, as you pointed out, that May 2025 trial, and it's expected to last roughly 4 weeks, 3 weeks for the prosecution, 1 week for the defense. We also learned that prosecutors seized almost 100 different electronic devices from Sean Combs between his homes and on his person. What does that mean if you're following this case? That means there's likely a lot of electronic evidence that his lawyers are going to get, but also that prosecutors could use in the trial. Photos, texts, and of course, this being Sean Combs and given the allegations, videos of the alleged.
It's serious, people. It is serious. Even of, let's just say, MINNORS, allegedly. It's deep, y'all. It is, woo! From what I took my time investigating this thing, and I'm telling you, it's about to blow up, straight up. Now check this out. Check this lady out.
Very, very difficult as well. So, this is a picture of Sean P. Diddy Combs. He's one of the most famous hip-hop stars and record producers of all time, they say, right? Now, a May 5th, 2025 trial date was set on this day, Thursday, for hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs to face sex trafficking charges. Combs appeared before Judge Aaron Subramanian. I don't know, I hope I say that right, doing my best there, but it is a new judge, okay? And so in a Manhattan federal court, after entering the courtroom, he gave a hearty hug to each of his lawyers and smiled as he spoke with them. Okay, he's all smiles, all right. And so the judge also set deadlines for lawyers on each side to submit arguments.
The judge also set deadlines for lawyers on each side to submit arguments that will establish the boundaries for a trial that Combs' lawyers want to start in April or May. He set another date for Combs to appear in court in December, though he said lawyers may decide it is not necessary. Combs, 54, has pleaded not guilty to charges lodged against him last month, including racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, based on allegations that date back to 2008. At Thursday's hearing, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson said 96 electronic devices, 96, I've yet to decode, but it's going to be deep, devices were seized in raids in March of Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles and at an unspecified private airport in Florida. She said another 4 devices were seized when Combs was arrested last month. Now I'm going to show you a few lawyers involved, and then I'm going to go to the decode. That will blow your mind. Check it out.
Paralegal. The United States Constitution mandates that no one should be subjected to the penalties of a crime without a conviction. Therefore, it is mandatory that Mr. Combs be released pending a conviction. Also, they try to say that he may have tampered with witnesses, etc. There's no evidence that he did this. Therefore, it's mandatory that Mr. Combs be released pending a conviction. Also, they try to say that he subsequent to being charged may have tampered with witnesses, etc. There's no evidence that he did this subsequent to being charged. They try to say that he presents a flight list and everything like that. There's no evidence that he ever sought to evade prosecution. It's called pre-invention. You can't do that. You can't say punish a person for something they might do. They can only punish a person for something they have done. So the law mandates that he be released pending his trial, and that any privation constitutes a fundamental privation or violation of due process of law. Thank you.
All right, here's the next one.
That had the death penalty around 25, I believe.
That's his mother right there. P. Diddy's mom right there in black and white.
Puffy Combs' mom and his son.
Right there.
I think
right
both
there.
his sons, actually.
Both his sons came out. Puff Daddy's back in prison. Puff Daddy's back in prison, y'all. So again, that was his mom walking past. You can see that again.
That had the death penalty
She is.
around
That's
25,
his
I
mom.
believe, but New York does not.
His mom showed up in court.
Puffy Combs' mom
Okay.
and his son. I think both his sons, actually. Leaving the courthouse.
Now we'll go to the next film. Lawyer.
Dr. King calls it the law of unintended consequences. Sometimes the more you push a person down, the stronger they get. And so he's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning.
Purple tie.
On the internet. This is serious.
Purple tie right there.
Serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly. Anthony into the witness proceeding, as Marcus said. Nobody's okay with staying in jail for that.
What conditions is he in?
Okay, thank you very much. That's it for today.
Right. Last one, another lawyer.
Thanks for all for waiting. I'm really not going to make much of a statement. As you know, I made a request for the judge to issue what we call the gag order, and the judge is going to issue it on a reciprocal basis. So I'm not going to say anything that I didn't say in my papers and in court. We submitted a motion, written motion, last night. That states our position. I'm not going to say anything in addition to it, but I didn't want to leave all you guys hanging, and I wanted to say at least that I wasn't going to say anything. So that's all I'm going to say and not say. Thank you all. I hope that gives you what you need, but I'm not going to say anything that I haven't said in court and that I haven't said in my court papers. So you all have a nice day, and thank you.
So that lawyer.
Simply Sarah had two bail questions. Second one is, was this his last chance for bail? Meaning the paperwork that he just filed.
Yeah, so they filed paperwork basically appealing the decision of the two prior judges denying him bail to the Second Circuit. And, technically, if they're denied, they do have another higher court, the U.S. Supreme Court, to go to, but I think that's very unlikely. I think this would be the final stop, them appealing to the Second Circuit.
What do you think of his arguments? And let me just lay out what some of these arguments are. So first they say, we have presented a very attractive bail package. We have put $50 million secured by two properties, 24/7 security monitoring from an outside security firm, no access to phone, no access to internet, visitor logs, whatever other conditions you want to put. And they also said in their paperwork,
Colors.
Sean Combs knew he was under investigation since January. His attorneys immediately...
Did you see those colors? Tiffany blue and almost like a purple? We talked about that, right? Look at
reached out to the Southern District of New York, even before there were raids, before there was charges.
Let's go back and look at those colors. I think it's very important. See those colors I've been teaching you guys the last few weeks? See the combination? Speaking without speaking? Wow, look at that. People, there's a gag order that nobody can talk about this thing. A gag order. And they got 96 electronic devices they got to check. It's deep. And like I said, I want you to think, if you want to get involved in this Gila monster, in this snake, this Hollywood triangle. Look, now I want to show you guys something. This is the mother of Puff Daddy, Janice Combs. It's going to blow your mind. Her birthday is November 26th of 1951. Okay? Puffy's father is dead. I did a video on that about a week and a half ago. All right? His dad used to work for the biggest drug dealer in New York back in the day. Okay? I did a video on that. And the brother taught Diddy about his dad, Mr. Lucas, the biggest drug kingpin who cut out the middleman and went straight to, they say, allegedly Vietnam and got his own drugs. And boom, the biggest narcotic or drug dealer in the world, they say. Puff Daddy's father worked with him and got shot to death. So this is Puff Daddy's mom. Her birthday, November 26, 1951. She's on the scene all of a sudden. She's all over the internet. When you take November 26 and bring it to 2024, her birthday is coming up, versus today's date, 10/10/2024, the trial, the court date. The difference, people, is 47 days. Don't we have a presidential race going on right now where someone's trying to be the 47th president? I've asked before in other videos in relation to Puff Daddy, is this a sacrifice? And is he being sacrificed? Because you know, and as well as I know, all over social media, that it's alleged it's more than just him involved in alleged sex trafficking and dealing with minors. Okay? So then you got, they say, some real big people, even politicians, who are at these freak-offs where some freaking was going on with some minors. And I told you before, they ain't going down. They ain't gonna be touched. There might be a release of a few names, but hey, the big people, they ain't going down. So does this 47 speak out and say, look, there's a sacrifice going on right in front of us? That's what I'm asking. Because here's the thing. This is how the Phoenicians rolled back in the day. In order for them to gain more real estate, gain more ground, move up status, get more riches and glory, somebody got to go down and somebody got to come up. That's why I did my video, about three plus years ago on Little Nas X in relation to DMX. One had to ascend and one had to descend. As above, so below. So now 47 will rise and be president, and then Puff Daddy allegedly will go down. Do you feel me? Now check it out. Look at this date here. 9/16 of 2024 is the day that Puff Daddy got arrested. Versus today's date, 10/10/2024. What? The court date. The difference is what? 24 days. Do you feel me? What's 24? The 24th letter alphabet is X. Roman numerals. X. That's sacrifice, baby. Is he gonna be sacrificed? Okay? Now check this out. There's your 9/16. That's when he was arrested. Right? Arrested. Now check this out. 9/16/2024, day of arrest, versus what? 5/5 of 2025. What is that, Pearson? That's the next court date of Puff Daddy, they said today. 5/5 of 2025. The difference between that and today's date is 33 weeks from now. Are you kidding me? Yeah, from the day he got arrested to his next court date is 33 weeks. Is that speaking Masonic? Is it speaking Masonic? It's deep. Now this one gonna really blow your mind. This is Puff Daddy's birthday. I said this is Puff Daddy's birthday, November 4th, 1969. Take November 4th of 1969, subtracted from the day of his next court date, which is 5/5 of 2025. Look at what you get. Is your mouth on the ground? Do you understand now why I do these videos? Hey, baby, it's way beyond entertainment. Look at it real good. Look at it real good. That's his birthday, 11/4/1969. Literally, not figuratively. That's the day Puff Daddy was born. 11/4/1969. 11/4/1969. Puff Daddy. Versus the next court date, 5/5 of 2025. What are the odds it come out to exactly 666 months? They got this devilish calendar. I just break the code. Thank God for the 5 C's of clues, the codes, the colors, the confirmation, time, and conclusion. That is a mathematical improbability that you would take somebody's birthday and subtract it from a court date and get that. I say it's speaking. Forget about what you heard about all the lawyers and the gag order and, you know, he don't like being in jail and skippy bam boom boom and look. Baby, it looks like to me the 47 is speaking straight up. The 47 and the 666, they doing the twist, baby. If you even think about getting in Hollywood on any level, run. Go get your kids. Go get your mama. Go get your daddy. Go get your cousin. Tell them to get out. It's allegedly a devil's haven. A devil's haven. You know, just have to look at my channel. I'm exposing things by the numbers. You heard the different testimonies. We live in a period of the unveiling. The Holy Spirit is allowing things to be revealed. Rats and roaches are running. Some of them so big they can't fit in the hole. They deleting all the information on their phones and getting rid of all their social media accounts. They don't want to be connected to this thing. Even if they weren't connected and didn't stay at the freak-offs too long, they don't want their career affected because they know. They know. You know more than I do. We watching this world. We watching Jezebel. Come on, now we watching the effects of Jezebel, a harlot institution. Something where allegedly the things that happened way back in the day with Phoenicians in terms of children are allegedly happening now. Like I broke it down in a video about a week ago. The entertainment of it, the Puff Daddies, the music, that's the draw, that's the lure. That's the hook in the jaw. That's the bait. Then once you get there, some folks get sacrificed. They get passed around. They go to them little freak-off parties and do unseemly things to those who should be at home in the bed eating milk and cookies. under their parents' authority. Read between the lines. But allegedly, they're at these freak-off parties, flying around in planes back and forth, allegedly being trafficked. All this going on. So don't question why I do these videos. I'm not the YouTuber out here, got 300, 400, 500,000 views and subscribers, living in a mansion. I'm just a little poor brother out here doing my thing. For what? Since 1977, 78, writing. Not knowing exactly what I'll be doing later on. When God snatched me back and said, look, I need your history that you investigated back in the day. I need your understanding. Everything that you studied. I need your worldview. You don't have to agree to it, baby, but if I make you think, if I can just make you think with these videos, and you just not connect my dots, but you connect your dots, because again, you've heard things that I haven't even heard. I don't claim to know it all, but I know enough to understand. This is hell. And it appears to me, this brother right now, he's going down, it appears. Unless there's some minor miracle that they work out something. But it's too many people involved in the chain going up the chain, baby. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he don't make it past the 20th. But he sure didn't get out today. It's going to be a minor miracle that he get out. Because if he do get out, come on, man. He probably safer in prison. Read between the lines. Man, shoot. Don't get in this industry. Period. For no reason at all. Because you're going to have to sacrifice and do something to grow, to be in it. Is that how God wants you to live? Really? What the Bible say? Train a child up the way they should go, and they will not depart. Train them. Don't let the government train them. Don't let Hollywood train them. You train them. Greatest responsibility on the planet is the parent. God knew it in his image. I'm Friend Shot Picture. Like the work? Thumbs up. Please subscribe. Remember, I do at least 3 videos a day. Check for them. We go through a whole lot here. If you get unsubscribed, subscribe again. Hit the bell. If you can't hear the sound, unsubscribe, then subscribe again. Then you should be hear the vocal. And don't panic if your comments are taken down. The other day I was watching some videos of mine, and I lost about 150 views out of nowhere. Unless I need to put my glasses on, I don't know. But people, we under attack. But we're gonna have to endure. I'm getting the word out. And if you feel it's your calling to get the word out gracefully, get it on out. God bless you. God bless America. And God heal those who allegedly have been hurt through this fiasco. God bless you.